Welcome back, guys. It's Sujal here, back with another video. Today we have something different than like the previous two videos. I'm actually going to be unboxing the new monitor desk mount that I have from my monitor that I have. I'm actually currently using the built-in stand that comes in with my LG ultra-wide monitor, and I kind of am getting annoyed with it because it's taking up a lot of space on my desk. So I decided to get a nice C-clamp mount. I'm trying to see on whether or not if I do want to go with a dual monitor setup, but for now I did get a monitor desk mount for support for two monitors, so that way in the future if I wanted to get another monitor, or if I do like the stand, I will be good for the future. But without further ado, I will start the unboxing. Now, I got this monitor mount from Amazon. The company's called ErGear, or however you want to pronounce it, but I got it for $50 USD. I thought it was pretty cheap. The reason I got this one over other previous or like other listings is because I'm more skeptical regarding like the weight of support, if that makes sense, regarding if the arm can support a good amount of weight. So I'm not too sure how much my monitor weighs, but I do felt that if you end up getting a monitor mount, you do want something that is more sturdy and that can support a lot of weight, just because you don't want one day for it to, come down on your desk and then eventually breaking your devices. So try to spend the extra more money or a little bit more time finding a good monitor mount. I chose this one, so if you do end up liking this video, you can always check down in the description below if you do want to see this monitor mount that I got. And that's pretty much it. So in the unboxing, I already opened up the box. This is pretty much the presentation. You'll get a manual regarding instructions on how to set it up, or probably warranty guides on how to set everything up pretty much. Put this to the side. Silicone gel, that's in every other packaging. So let's see, what is this? Alright, this is most likely one of the hinge mounts for the arm. I do believe this might go into the post. What do we have next? What can I take out? Oh, this is a big one. So this is definitely a mount for one of them. As you can see, this is a VESA mount. I'm not too sure if it's the 100 one or the 75 one. I'll probably read the manual. But this, so far, if you can see, it's actually pretty heavy. Now, according to their website, this is a gas adjustable arm mount, so it should be, and theoretically, very fluid in terms of like rotating your monitors or like how to set it up, and it should be nice and like clean, but we'll see how that goes. I'm probably not going to take out both of them, but I'm going to try to take out just one of the arms because I'm only going to set up one, the screws. Okay, maybe I had to take out both of them in order for me to... So this is a stand. I was hoping for a C-clamp stand, but there seems like a base stand. Or maybe there's a hole. We'll look into this more. Sorry if the plastic is actually getting into the audio interface. Worst case scenario, I'll do an overlay. This looks like a bunch of cable ties or cable management clips that you might want to use for your monitor cables. Finally, the second mount. Again, it's like the other one, nothing different. And then over here we have, seems like a bottom plate for the stand or for the C-clamp. We'll see. And there's this little thing, another arm, so I'm assuming it's for the second monitor arm. And here we have, I'm assuming either some type of cable management or for the assembly, who knows. And there's another one here too, so I'm assuming it goes on both arms, but that's pretty much it. Oh, there it is. There's a C-clamp mount. It's underneath. I'll get the little circle piece again, but this is what I was looking for. This is the C-clamp that I was talking about. See, this is what I wanted. So this will actually clamp onto your desk on like the side of your desk. So this is something I really enjoyed, or I really wanted to have, because then it would defeat the purpose of getting the one that just stands on your desk, because it wouldn't really save a lot of space. Alright, so we don't need this box anymore, so now we can continue with the major unboxing. I'll probably just put the parts I need onto this mainframe, and then everything else will probably go back into the box. Alright, so this is the magic of editing, so I can continue and, you know, do the messy stuff behind the scenes. But this is going to be the setup process. So I figured I can show you guys so you don't have to really read the manual, or if you do get confused you can always look back to this manual. So pretty much the first step, it's pretty much saying that I have to disassemble the C-clamp mechanism. So there's going to be 4 Allen key screws, and you're just going to take the screws, take them off, finding the Allen key that actually fits. Alright, so I got the screws off, and that's step 1. Now, according to the manual, I am supposed to take this piece, take this piece off, so it's easier for you to see. Now, where we took the screws off is where we're going to align these 2 pieces together. Now you should see the holes. I don't know if you can see it in camera. You should see how the holes line up, and then all these tiny screws on the sides should line up. Now what we're gonna do is we're also gonna do this piece too. And this is pretty much saying how adjustable do you want your C-clamp setup to be. Pretty much, you're given these 4 screws, you're gonna readjust them so that you can either higher or lower the clamp mechanism. So for me, I think even with the highest settings, my desk should be enough to be able to fit it. So I'm gonna keep the screws on the first 2 slots, and then go from there. Found it. So these are 4 screws. They're really tiny. They look like they're Allen keys. So they're the only ones that are thicker than the other screws you're gonna get. So obviously if you compare with the other one right here, it's completely different. So these are the 4 that's gonna go into this buddy over here. There you go. It goes from the bottom. My bad. Try to find the diagonal. And then once you find the diagonal, you're pretty much set in stone regarding the other screws, because it should line up easily. Now you can, you know, put your C-clamp wherever you want it. You can put the 4 screws back where it was. Where is the hole? Perfect. That's pretty much one step. Now you can put back the cover as it says. Oh, wrong cover. Pretty much slide it like this, and boom. So you won't see the top part of the screws anymore. So it's nice, snug in place. It shouldn't do anything. I'm gonna put this down for now. It's asking me to actually mount the arm right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some magic regarding editing, and I'm just going to mount it on the side of my monitor, my desk, excuse me, and continue from there. Welcome back. Well, I did some magic, as you can see. The arm is now mounted onto my desk. For now, I did it to my side because I still have my laptop and my monitor still hooked up. That way I can actually do this video without messing up. But I figured you can now see it like an angle and how it would work. So now let's continue with the next step. Anyways, let's move on to installing the arms. So the pieces I was actually talking about over here, I remember showing it to you guys a little bit earlier. These pieces were actually, well, for these two itself, it's actually for cable management. Extend it a little. Kind of disappointed that it does that because I feel like it would scratch the nice body, but I guess it's fine. So this is just one right here. So you gotta extend it a little bit and then try to force your way in there. So now this is the O-ring. What it's pretty much doing is it's gonna determine the height of where you want the arm to be, and this is probably where the arm base is gonna reside in. So pretty much how high do you want it off the arm? So the higher it is, the higher your ability to possibly rotate your monitor 90 degrees or whatever you choose to be fit. There's gonna be two of them. I'm only gonna use one for now, as I mentioned earlier that I only need to use one monitor arm for now. So I'm gonna try to loosen this a little bit so I can actually poke it through. So for now, in the sake of the video, I'm just gonna leave it here and then just re-tighten it. If I can actually tighten it. There we go. Nice and snug. There. Actual arm itself. Now the question is how it goes. Like this. So you're gonna need this piece. This is the actual extension of the arm that's gonna actually connect to the movement arm that you're gonna need. So the bigger hole is obviously gonna go into this guy. I'm just gonna have to slide it in. Now as you can see, this ring, if I can just move the camera up a little. As you can see, this ring that we installed here is gonna adjust the height limit. So it's gonna be yay high for now. You're gonna need to install this tiny little gasket, I guess it's called, into this little ring right here. I guess it's more to prevent like scratches and everything. So what's gonna happen is that you're gonna take your gas arm and then you're gonna prop it in there. Now, as you can see right now, it's kind of in a weird position. I'm not too sure how to use it for now, but it's not screwed in, so I don't want to start playing any games. Alrighty, so last time I was actually recording, my bad, I actually had to redo the whole recording because my SD card got filled up. But last time we left off was there's actually a little screwy here. There's going to be 3 Allen keys. I think I put one back already into the box, but this is very small Allen key where you're going to tighten this when you put the arm itself. Now, what I noticed is that if you don't have 2 people or 3 people to help you screw in the monitor, the VESA mount itself, what I noticed is that don't put this arm just yet, but put the VESA mount first and then try to carry it and slam it into the mount itself. It might be more heavier that way, but I noticed is that it's harder to screw in the VESA mounts, so screws especially, when doing it how the instruction says it. No, and one thing is that the screws that they gave, at least for me, they're fine, but I feel like I need to find better screws because my monitor still, as you can see, it still goes up and down. I try to tighten it as much as I can. I feel like if I tighten it anymore, I'm either gonna strip the head or I'm gonna damage the monitor itself. So, but other than that, this is how you pretty much install it. I actually lowered it into the smallest setting because I figured if I do keep it like this is how it's gonna look. And if you did have like another monitor arm, then you can probably put it in like the center-ish here and then put it right on top. And then I'll show you the after product once I move this piece back where it is. So I'll probably put it like right around here or something, and then kind of like if this can focus properly, but manage these cables into like the arm itself. So let's do some do some editing magic, I guess, and go from there. All right, so I moved my clamp from over here to over here. Now it's not the perfect setup because it's actually not aligned, so I kind of have to move it a little bit over. I haven't cable management yet, and then obviously I have my microphone and then my mouse pad and my phone. As for the key I was talking about, it was this tiny little Allen key. Comes with it. That's the one you need to use to actually take this piece over here and actually mount the gas arm to the actual mount of the stand. But without any of the hiccups, it did take me about an hour or two because I was actually recording this video while doing the install, and also I had interruptions with my family and stuff. But that's not the big deal. If you were putting it yourself, depending on how many monitors you have and how much time you have, you can probably get it done within an hour. As I was saying, that if you did have a helping hand or something, you can definitely get it done within an hour. Depends again how many monitors you have and how much time it takes. As for the screws, as for me, my thing is still, it still wobbles. It's still, I might find some other screws to replace it, or we'll see how it holds up. But as for how it looks, how it feels, I think I'm giving it a solid 4.5 stars. The only reason I'm not giving a full 5 out of 5 as of right now is because, one, I'm not using the second arm right now, so I won't know how much it's actually holding in terms of value as of right now. And two, the screws as of right now holding the VESA mount to the monitor is a little bit iffy to me because it's the first time I'm doing something like this. But without anything else, without any problems, I think it's a great arm for $50. It's not bad at all. I think the finishes and the things that are included in the step-by-step guide is very thorough. If you have any other questions, they always have their contact page right in front for you. So without further ado, I guess I'm just going to conclude the video over here. And I'll catch you next time. Cheers!